If all goes to plan, tomorrow will be the longest run of my life at 16 miles. We are officially 51 days out from my first marathon, so I wanted to take you through what I eat to fuel for a day. But the real magic starts the night before, so here we are. It is Friday night. I'm eating spaghetti lemon, 4 ingredients, really simple, delicious, sits well. I used to eat plain pasta like this before hockey games when I was a kid and did not like red sauce. True story. I used to be weird, I still am, but I used to be too. And got some sauteed spinach and garlic with a little bit of lemon. I'm going to delete this and then show you what I do at night before I run so that I can dummy-proof my morning. I do not trust my future self, so kind of make things as idiot-proof as possible so that it works for me. Mornings get all the love, and they are great, but the real magic, the night before. So I need to prepare stuff for the morning because I do not trust myself most of the time. Definitely not first thing in the morning before caffeine. So let's get packing. On the run tomorrow, I'm gonna carry 4 goos. Those do well for me. 2 of those have caffeine, the orange and the watermelon. But I gotta sit this down and show you the real secret weapon. You never carry too much. I bonked on a 14 miler, so we go with the second greatest thing ever for a run and the greatest. I don't make the rules. The blue Jurassic Park is unbelievable. I gotta grab my shoes too. So the game plan tomorrow is wake up at like 6, caffeinate, stretch, and get on the road at like 7. I don't eat much in the mornings. I'll probably throw back a banana, a little bit of peanut butter, maybe some honey, and an English muffin if the mood strikes. And on my run days, I do a Celsius instead of coffee. I'll be rocking the Brooks Ghost 15s and whatever basic bitch Under Armour stuff I want, because I don't really take it too seriously. I need some half tights. I'll get those later. But the bottom line is all this stuff gets set up the night before. That way I wake up in the morning, I don't have to think. Stretch, hydrate, caffeinate, eat, hopefully take a dump, we'll see, and get on the road. Easy. Well, not easy, but make it less difficult. They say if you want to win the day, you should win the morning. I say if you want to win the morning, win the night before. That's what we did. I'm gonna go watch Breaking Bad and then go to sleep. I will see you in the morning. Good morning from Brooklyn. It's like 8:45. I slept in. I got the caffeinated gels in there. The uncaffeinated are on my shorts, as are the gummies. I don't know, this should be about 2.5 hours, 2:45 or so, if all goes well. I keep saying if all goes well, because I've never run this far before. I give very minimal fucks, which is a very healthy state for a run, I feel like. The goal is simple, just survive. I really should check phrasing here. It's not like I don't give a fuck. I do care. I genuinely want to do well in this run. Maybe the better way to say it is
I just hype myself up so much differently for hockey because it's like 60 or 90 minutes and there's rest in between, whereas like I don't think it does me good to like puff my chest out before a run. So I don't do that. I guess it's humility. Because this is probably going to kick my ass. I'll love every second of it. That's also not true. I will not love every second of it. But afterwards, I will be grateful for the pain and difficulty because it will make me better. So let's go do that. Definitely coming down. I've only ran 3 races to date, a 15K, a 5K, and a half marathon. Every one of them except for the 5K rained. Dude, those were like the final bosses of just chill Europeans. Zero urgency. That's that 45 PTO days a year vibe. I can't knock it, I'm jelly. 1 hour in, officially in Manhattan. About 10 kilometers in. Shout out to the Europeans back there. I just put down number 2. Made it to the track, had to refill. Like 10 miles in. An hour and 35. So what am I doing? Might as well get a track lap, right? I've been around on a track in years. 1 hour 53 in. Third gel. Just hit half marathon, 2 hours, 7 minutes. Now just over the Manhattan Bridge, back to Brooklyn. My left calf is just absolutely tanked. Pain went away. Those fruit snacks are magical. Much like the dinosaurs, those Jurassic Park fruit snacks make the pain go extinct. That's bad. I'm exhausted. Whatever. All right, Garmin and Strava are officially 1 mile apart. 2:35. Strava says 16. Garmin says 15. I can't shortchange myself, so I'm gonna go 16 on all devices. Well, I guess 17 on Strava probably. Who knows? Well, depending on who you ask, that was either 16 or 17 miles, but regardless, that was the longest run of my life so far. Second or third longest run of the whole training program, so God, so much. I felt so much better than I did when I ran 15 like 3.5 weeks ago. His body just felt strong and not shutting down. So let's take a closer look at the splits when I get inside. Fuck, I'm happy. Not even that hungry. Liquid time. What are you puffing at, young lady? The post-run smoothie is coconut water, banana, pineapple, and some vanilla whey protein, along with a bunch of spinach. Obviously. Wanted to break down the run a bit more here. Strava and Garmin were about a mile off, which happened in Manhattan, somewhere around the construction. I wanted to hang through and get to 16 on Garmin. I think Garmin lags a little bit
But whether it was 16 or 17 miles, today was the longest run of my life, and it felt so much better than the 15 miles I did 3.5 weeks ago. I did it like the day before I turned 36, and that was the longest run of my life. So 3.5 weeks later, back, another personal best. Longest run as far as miles, but also time on road, which is awesome as I'm preparing to run a marathon, ideally in sub 4. No cramps. At one point, my left calf was starting to get a little tight. I think that was around the Manhattan Bridge, or right before, I can't even remember at this point. Looking into this, we'll do Strava here and Garmin there. Strava, man, the elapsed time was 2 hours, 46 minutes, and 28 seconds, but the moving time was 2 hours, 35 minutes, and 14 seconds. I mean, the construction in Manhattan on the east side is just crazy. I hadn't ran over there in years, and I asked somebody in a running group, yo, how long has this been going on? Because this is just insane. Months, they said. So, whatever, that's just what happens. Running in New York can be a pain in the ass, and you can watch a video about that right there. So average minute per mile on Strava was 9 minutes, 44 seconds. Average pace for moving was 9 minutes and 5 seconds. I'm honestly happy with either one of those. I think that the 9:45 or 9:44 felt about right with stops for water, intersections, all that. Very happy with that. The way I was running, if I could hold that up under marathon where I don't have to stop and get my own water and worry about other things that are more annoying when roads aren't shut down and routes are clear, I'm pretty confident I can hit that sub 4 goal. Now on to Garmin. Same time, 2 hours, 46 minutes, 25 seconds. That would be a 10:24 pace. I don't know. I think it was a little bit faster than that. I felt like I was more in the 9:45 miles. But who knows? I'm not stressing too much about this. The races that I've done, these are way closer together than they are on 90% of the runs I do. So I don't put too much stock in it. I'm worried about time on the road and just the way my body's feeling. And based on the fact that it was the longest run, I got through it fine with very minimal pains. When I say pain, I mean stuff that is compromised, that would make me worried about oh my gosh, I'm going to have a difficult time running next week. Nothing like that. So super happy, no cramps, which means we're fueling well. I spent 80% of the run in zone 3, which is awesome. The fact that only 14% of that was in zone 4 on the longest run, that feels sustainable to me. So super happy. I was fueled properly, hydrated, well rested. I'm not even super hungry. So I'm gonna throw this back. Before I started yapping, I drank about this far down. So this is a big smoothie. We have a good amount of food in the house. It's a short week, so we're leaving Wednesday for the beach. So still have to meal prep and do some ingredient prep. And I do classify those as different things. I'll show you what I mean by those in a second, but the ingredient prep has been a game changer. We've got ingredient prep happening here. And I say ingredient, not meal prep, because these aren't going into the traditional meal prep containers. What I'm doing is just making a bunch of individual components that I can use throughout the week for bowls, quesadillas, or burritos. And this is great if you have a house like mine where I tend to eat more protein than my wife. So it's not all in one thing. You can have stuff, DIY it throughout the week, save a bunch of time, and everybody can eat what they want. Zoe, this person, the goat, I've meal prepped for a decade. I just started doing this a few months ago, and it is an absolute game changer. Also, game changer. These things are incredible. There's 28 grams of fiber in one of those, 110 calories, and most importantly, it doesn't taste like cardboard. Lunch is burrito bowl with all those ingredients. I had some leftover rice, so I threw that in as a base. Got the refried pinto beans, some veggies, and some of the chicken sausage with Monterey and jalapeno. I'm gonna dive in. Actually hungry for solid food. Oh, and some cheese on top, because duh. So the other thing I forgot to mention with the ingredient prep, I have a brick of 8515 organic ground beef that I'm going to cook up as well. So I'll have a choice of 2 different proteins in the chicken sausage and in the ground beef. I don't eat these most of the time, but they're a great thing to have. I buy them when they're on sale and just chuck them in the freezer. Great on quesadillas, in eggs, versatile, and great macros too. So Saturdays in July and in September now, they shut down the streets and it's a party. So we're gonna go get a beer at High Dive because open streets are the greatest thing ever. See? Open streets. Community, baby. Holy Lord have mercy. All right, this is square 3, last call of the day. This is a sandwich from a local bodega. It's got turkey, bacon, avocado, chipotle mayo, all sorts of good stuff. In Run This Town, Jay-Z says, what you think I rap for to push and rap for? I got news for you. I don't run 16 miles to eat a goddamn kale salad. Don't be afraid of ingredients though. Like, this is kind of a realistic day. I'm having a huge sandwich, had beer. I ran a lot. It's gonna be okay. I'm also going to utterly delete those later. I'm gonna do like the Guy Fieri stance from Triple D. Oh, crap. But that's it, and that's that. I consider this an earned meal, not a cheat meal. I'm not in a relationship with food. I'm in a relationship with my beautiful wife, so can't really cheat on food. Hope you enjoyed the video. That's what I ate today to run 16 or 17 miles, depending on which technology you ask. If you made it this far, thank you. Subscribe, please. Got more videos coming up, and officially 50 days out from marathon number 1. Appreciate you watching. Later. Oh shit, I lied. I'm also gonna eat Sour Patch Kids later. Not the whole box, but you know, just a little bit.